All right, my man, state your name. Let them know you on Real Talk with Nick.
It's your boy G5, the G5 show on your boy Real Talk with Nick. What it do, what it do, what it do, New York.
Talk to me, man. Now, I know you heard about the draft concerning the Knicks.
Yeah, we heard about that.
Are you happy with that?
That we ain't take a player, that we freed up some cap space, that we got rid of Kemba Walker.
You happy
We
about
got rid of
Kemba Walker being?
and no else.
Are you happy about Kemba Walker no longer being on the Knicks?
Well, I think Kemba Walker is happy he's not on the Knicks no more. So, I mean, he's getting buying out from Detroit. They just gonna give him his money. I think he just feels his career is over. So,
You think so?
why would he accept the trade to go get buying out from a team to get buyout? Not to be a free agent or anything. They're not talking about Kemba Walker being a free agent. They're not saying nothing like that. They're just saying buy out for Kemba Walker, and that's it. He's that injured, he's that bad that he might not be able to play basketball like the way he needs to play NBA basketball at the level they need him to play. That's my mind state.
So you don't think it have nothing to do with Tom Thibodeau not being high on him?
Yeah,
because Tom Thibodeau
don't like him. We know Tom Thibodeau got his core players that he's running with. Like he's keeping his Quickley, he's keeping his RJ, he's keeping his Toppins, he's keeping that 3 core, and he's trying to build around that. With that 3. But is that enough to get anything in New York City? That's my problem. Like, okay, we got good core 3.
Yeah.
We are not Philly. We're not Philly, and we're damn sure not Boston. That could take a core 3 and just stay with 3 players and build around these 3 players, and everybody buys into this. Because if they just buy into it, then it'll be different. Because you got a rookie coach that sat there and took his team straight to the championship. They might have lost, but for some kids that have been in the league only 6 years, that's great. You've seen people that have been playing. I ain't seen Hartford play that good in 20 years. So we got to look at things like that.
Okay, so you think Kemba's done?
Yeah, I don't think he's getting. What team's gonna want to sign him? Obviously, we don't know what's his problem, but the NBA teams, they know what's the real issue is. So that's why I'm like, shit. Because Kemba was a good point guard just 2 years ago. Literally just 2 years ago.
Did you like him over Alfred Payton?
Alfred Payton was just starting to gel. See, that's what I didn't understand. We got rid of him once he started gelling. But nobody could be the leader on the Knicks. Nobody could take 30 shots every night on the Knicks and without Tim Thibodeau bitching. Only person who's like doing that is fucking, I'm sorry, JR. And that nigga's not even worth it no more.
Right.
He don't even want to be there.
Okay.
They need to get rid of him.
So when we speak of Julius Randle, you don't think he deserved one more year to prove?
No. He tried. Now he got to smarten up himself and think to himself and be like, yo, I can't do it. Not here. I'm not getting anywhere. My career's getting shorter and shorter and shorter. I have to hurry up and go somewhere and get it.
So you saying Julius Randle can't handle the media in New York?
No, he can handle the media because he handled it.
So what's the problem?
Last season, did you see how he played? Did that look like a man that was down for the game? Let's be real. RJ averaged more than last year.
Is it safe to say?
Towards the end of the season, Toppin started dropping 25, 30. So we got to look at that. Instead of letting the old man go.
So could it be some off-the-court issues? Because let's not forget, Randle was there when we went to the 4th seed, man.
Yeah, but we was there and we got bumped in the first round. We got swept. So that shit don't count.
We ain't have a point guard.
That shit don't count. We don't need no point guard. It ain't all about a point guard. The NBA different. There's NBA ain't what it was in '89, where point guard meant the world to the team. Point guard don't mean nothing right now in the NBA. You know why? Because you got LeBron James bringing up the ball. You got Kevin Durant bringing up balls. You got Jokic bringing up balls. You got centers bringing up the ball. So there's no need really for a real point guard. All the point guards that's really good point guards right now, they scorers. They not assistants. They chew Ben Simmons up for being the true point guard. They make him feel like he's soft and make him can't play in the NBA. because he's a true point guard. But everybody else, they scorers. You look at Curry, a scorer. Look at Dame, a scorer. Look at Chris Paul, still a scorer.
And the Knicks don't have
And
that.
Westbrook, he can't do what Westbrook do because Westbrook is a scorer.
Okay, so with all this talk about Jalen Brunson now being the man signed to the New York Knicks.
He ain't signed yet. Nobody said he signed.
No, they gave him $104 million for 4 years.
It's not in stone. Everybody keeps saying that. They ain't even signed a contract yet.
Look, and it looked as if he's on his way.
It look as if it's on his way. But let's say
he's on his way. Do you think it's a smart move?
No.
Explain.
He's not enough for the Knicks.
Why he's not enough?
He's not even Knicks built.
He's not Knicks built. Elaborate. Explain.
He's not Knicks built, meaning he's not the type of player. He's not like Childs. Remember we had Childs?
Okay.
All right, he's not one of him. You have to be like you're a hard player. You're not a ball. You can do all this, but you're not what the Knicks need. Like, I understand. I just think it's an NBA thing where they like, this player needs to deserve to get this money. This player got to get this money. So this team have to sign. Somebody have to sign this player for this amount of money. It's all part of a game. Like, it's all part of a circle. That's how I look at it. Because why would the Knicks want to sign him and we got other opportunities to sign other players?
So would you say Donovan Mitchell would be a better fit on the Knicks?
We ain't getting Donovan Mitchell. Forget that. Donovan ain't coming. He already said that. They not letting Donovan go nowhere.
Okay.
But
so who would be a better fit than Jalen Brunson?
To go with RJ, I'm gonna say RJ Quickley and Toppin. See, this is what I'm rolling with.
Right.
And I keep your man Mitch in there too.
Okay.
So those four, right?
Right.
We need a backup for Mitch, right? We know Mitch is gonna be in foul trouble, right? That's why I said an Aiden would have been good, right? You get an Aiden, let Aiden start, Mitch come off the bench, that'd be good points right there. Even try to get right now, you got Russell Westbrook. If you really want to get a point guard, that's that level of calibrication, I feel why they ain't shooting for trying to make a trade for him. The Lakers is trying to get rid of him. For anything. We can get that nigga anybody, they'll get him. Why they don't try it? At least bring the little attention over. Bring a big name in. Like, we ain't got no big names. Bronson is not a big name. This is his first year. He really made a noise, but he ain't making far in the playoffs. Just because he's averaged a little 25 in the playoffs, everybody think he's #1 fall player. Like, nah, that's not. To me, I feel he's going to be like after Payton. Like you said with Payton. I don't see no difference.
You don't see no difference?
I don't see no difference. I don't see him being a three-point specialist, a defensive specialist, a steal specialist. I mean, he can do it. But to control the Knicks, to say, oh, we're going to make it to the playoffs, that's not happening for 3-4 years. So we've been promised this 3 years ago. Nothing popped. Now we got to wait another 3 years. And there's players as of right now that we can snatch to make the Knicks a way better contender in the East.
So what you don't like about Brunson, man?
It ain't about what I don't like. I just don't feel he supposed to be there. I feel the same way Spike feels. Like,
but you got to back that up. You got to back that. You just can't tell me, all right.
He's not making the Knicks a better team. If you look at the analytics of the whole breakdown of the team, what is he doing that makes the Knicks to say New York Knicks is going to be in the playoffs this year? Nothing. All they saying is New York Knicks is still going to be down there. We still going to be fighting for what? To try to make the thing. There's too many good teams on the East right now. This powerhouse is all on the East. You got Boston, you got Miami, you got fucking 76ers. You got, like, you got to be truthful. You got Hugh. Look what Hawks just did. Look what Hawks just picked up. They just picked up Murray. Now that just made their team. Woo! That's what I mean. The Knicks ain't thinking players like that to make your team better. They just trying to make it to make everybody else. Oh, we got a high state player. We can make a couple.
So basically, you're saying that the Knicks is
selling jerseys,
trying to buy a team instead of develop a team.
Because they not even developing. It ain't even what they doing. Because if they was developing, they would be developing with the core they got. Like if you look at Boston, If the Knicks just take a look and 200 miles to the left of them, we see Boston. We see how Boston just did what they did by keeping their core 6 guys. They kept that crew. They went through their failures. They didn't make playoffs. They did everything they needed to do, but when it's time to get it, they got it. Now with who they just added last week, forget about it. That's another number. They're going straight back to.
Okay, so is it safe to say that the Knicks should have put more emphasis on developing Quickley to start as a point guard? Because he was a point guard in Kentucky.
This is what I'm trying to say. He's in a point guard that's one of those point guards. He's a Dame Lillard. He's one of those point guards.
Immanuel Quickley.
Immanuel Quickley is one of those point guards. You're trying to change the player that he was in college that made him get to the NBA and change him into something else. So now y'all trying to make him into an Iman Shepherd. He's not Iman Shepherd. Y'all want him off the ball. The boy is an animal with the ball in his hand. He could pass, he could shoot, he could do everything that you need as a point guard. So everything Brunson could do, Quickley could do, and I feel Quickley could do it a little better. He's more athletic. Brunson is shorter than Quickley. So I don't understand the analytics of the whole, let's get this guy, because this guy's going to bring us up, what? Bring us where? Unless y'all know something we don't know, because your father works there, your old coach works there, so you want to bring him over here to New York? Come on. The Knicks always do that.
Damn.
Knicks always do that. You gotta really study that. Pay attention to that. His father works there. His coach works there. How easy was it him to come over here? My dad's over here, my nigga. Like, come on. And y'all offering me the biggest money that I know I would never get again? That I don't even deserve? He don't deserve no $100 million contract. But since he put in his pain for the last 4 years, the NBA feels he needs to make the money. So give him his big payday.
Let me refresh in my memory. Did you just say, brother, that Immanuel Quickley is a better point guard than Jalen Brunson?
Yes. I believe so.
My man.
I believe so.
You got some.
I believe that. And I know because I believe that Quickley, since he came in the league, we was doing this 2 years ago, what we said. The boy gonna be something. But the Knicks is holding them back, just like they hold anybody else back.
So do you think that this season could have Immanuel Quickley feeling like you got a little chip on his shoulder? Because
if I was him, I would. Because if y'all not gonna give me what I want, why y'all just don't trade me already? While my stock value is good, trade me. Get me somebody. Get y'all somebody. It didn't work with y'all for 2 years. Y'all ain't do anything to me that makes anything better. Y'all said, Derrick Rose gonna make me a better point guard. But you still don't give me the point guard position. You just keep me on the 2. You moving RJ to the 3. Even though RJ's better at the 3.
Elaborate on RJ being better at the 3. Why you feel he's better at the 3?
He's a little faster than everybody. That's why he's scoring the way he was scoring last season. Because his little bully man was getting him, and he has that bull in him where it's like, I'm going to get to it. So he's going to average 25, go to the hole, and fight it out with the big man. Instead of sit back and shoot that 3-pointer. That's why he needs that. I like how the 3 is good. But then we got JR, and who I feel needs to come off the bench and let Toppin eat. This is what I'm trying to say. The Knicks need to trust in their young core. Trust in these young boys. Okay. If you ball with these young niggas every day hard, what you think gonna happen is gonna pay off.
All right.
But they not buying into the bullshit, because I won't buy into it after a while neither. Y'all niggas is bullshitting me. The Knicks is only worrying about the Knicks. It's the logo. The Knicks ain't even a team. I'm sorry, bro, but it's this. See this? New York Knicks. That's what it is. This is what this shit is about when it comes to New York. It's all about selling merch. Number 1 team that still sells merch, we the bummest team in the NBA. We Garden's always sold out, but we the bummest team in the NBA. Think about it, brother. Think about it.
All right, moving right along, man. My boy Mitchell Robinson, unrestricted free agent. He got the $60 million over 4 years. Do you think Mitchell's worth that contract, man?
No.
He's not worth the extension. Why not?
I mean, he's worth it. Fuck it. Somebody got to get it. He's been there for 5 years through all the tour, man. Give him his money.
Give him his money.
Yeah, pay him.
Pay him.
Pay the man that. Give him that.
Give him that.
He might not even. They might. I guarantee they might trade him, but they just want to pay him. He just needs. That's why I said the NBA is more than just basketball. This shit is a trading game.
Damn.
Like, give him his money. He deserves it. Give him his 60 million.
Give him a 60 mil.
Give it to him. It ain't gonna make a difference.
Hey, what should the Knicks do with Julius Randle, man? What should we do with Julius Randle? Julius Randle.
Get rid of him. Let him go on the trade block. Send him to the Lakers. Let him go be with Bron. Give him his chip. Let him go get there.
Because you want to see Obi start.
I want to see Obi start.
Hey,
So I feel let him go. Let him go back to the Lakers.
But is Obi ready?
Yes, Obi's ready. Did you see how he was playing at the end of the season?
You know, I mentioned that to somebody. Somebody said, yeah, the end of the season.
Yeah, when they gave him the minutes.
Yeah, but who?
When they knew they wasn't making the playoffs and they wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
Not really.
So when they gave him that at the end of the season, right?
Yeah.
And
If it don't turn, then it's the starter. Then I gotta
So, if at the end of the season, what that means? If no one's D'ing you, does it really
They
matter?
was D'ing him. It's just that he was scoring. They gave him the minutes.
And last but not least, man, what do you say to those who say that Obi is only good for running fast breaks?
That's not true. You seen him, he got a jump shot.
Go ahead.
They don't give him enough light. So we don't know what he could do with only 15 minutes a game. That's how you gotta look at it. By the time you 8 minutes in, you just get warm. You can't do it. You need to be in the game. These players, these kids need to be in the game. They got to get used to the game. How they gonna develop the game if they not in the game long enough? Why you think, like I said, Boston the way Boston is?
All right, my man. And I want to thank you for coming on Real Talk with Nick. Breaking it down, man.
Yo, Google me. It's your boy G5.
We out.
Holla.